Hey guys, I'm your host Coach Ndhlalambi. This is the family pod from MelVee Broadcasting Network. So I'm at the table with my brothers. I'm going to introduce myself and then I'm going to give my brothers some time to introduce themselves. So 3 facts about me. I write poetry, I sing, and I'm a bubbly person, you know. My smile's bright. My name means bright. So
Shiny.
you know the
Shiny.
vibes. You know the vibes. So on my left, I've got Ryan.
My name is Ryan.
Yeah.
3 facts about me. I love games. I'd say physical, outside activities. What else? And just having fun.
Gaming.
Yeah, gaming.
Yeah.
I love gaming. Let me say that. I love
You
gaming.
never see you, brother.
Yeah. On to you.
My name is in full Wayne Ndhlalambi. 3 interesting facts about myself. I love sports. Throughout anything I try, if I can get good at it, I love it. I'm an artist. I draw, paint, and also I write poetry. I guess is another one I could put in there. So yeah, that's 3 about myself.
Right.
Okay, so it's me now, right? Yeah, so my name is Maranatha Mano. Yeah, and 3 facts about me is I'm an interesting person. Wherever I am, I try to make people laugh. Yeah, and I'm also I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I'm also a thinker. And I don't know, I'm also a thinker, and
It's good to think. It's good
it's a
to
good
think.
thing,
It's good to think, but not too deep. Not too deep.
Yes, and after thinking,
Yeah.
the last thing that I can say is I write. So I have things that I write in my phone, notes. I think when I told you about this, I write things. Yeah, so that's 3 interesting things about me. And the last thing, hold on. I am the family friend. I'm the family friend. But
Would you say friend?
no, right now
Cousin,
we can't.
brother.
Yeah, right now we can't
No,
say
man.
friend. You know,
Let's just put it at cousin to not complicate things.
Yeah,
guys.
not
The
complicate.
connection is.
It's
we'll
a
sit
long
here for
story.
an hour,
Yeah.
man.
It's a long story.
but then
Yeah. Family.
family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's y'all, you know. So,
That is us.
like, what's your main role in the family? Like, what did you say is your main role? Like, what do you help with?
My
It's
main
a
role
lot.
is that I'm the third kid in the family. I don't know.
You're role in the family.
We need to do everything, man, from cleaning to I don't know.
Okay, fine. In terms of the YouTube channel, the production, like, what's your role?
The MelVee part.
Yeah, the MelVee part. Like, what's your role?
Okay, I guess I'll start. For me, I'd say I'm one of the cameramen. I help setting up many of the sets that we have.
Do you enjoy the setting up?
Hey, waking up early.
It look beautiful, but doing it.
Doing it is something else.
No comment.
No comment.
Nah, but the setting up is not an easy thing, man. It's not easy.
Definitely.
It's not easy.
Recording is the
Sometimes-
easy thing.
Ah,
Interesting. Yo, but setting up.
press and play, but hey, now you have to set up, put the camera there, move here, move here. But
Ryan,
now I'd say
what
I'm one of the
about you?
cameramen, yeah.
Me, I'd say what I specialize in is lights, doing lights.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, for lights, that's what I.
Tell them who's
mainly
your
do.
manager.
You're my manager.
Thank you.
Ah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
his
you're
manager.
manager.
Yes.
But I also do cameras.
Yeah.
Cameras is another thing.
But mostly it's lights, eh?
Yeah, mostly it's lights. But I want cameras when I need to. But when I'm cold, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you?
What about you, man?
For me, I'm also a cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and since I'm also learning more about this production thing, I hope someday I'll be on the mixer. Yeah.
You all get there.
You all get there, yeah. So talking to everyone on the comms,
Go
camera
left, go
6,
right.
I'm on you, I'm live, stand by. You see, yeah. So one day, yeah. So I can
One
I can say I'm a cameraman.
Mm.
Yeah, and I
I
enjoy it.
think for me, I don't really have a role. You know, I'm more behind the scenes with mom, in the kitchen, cooking and chefing it up.
Okay.
So your
No,
tummy is full.
in
so
terms
like,
of cooking, mom.
hey, her food.
She
One
shines.
day, you'll meet her one day. I'll meet her one
Yeah.
day. You know.
You'll see her when the
In part
bigger
2,
guys
yeah.
are
Even
coming
the other
on.
siblings that we have.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, that too. Man.
Guys, this is not the whole family. Like,
No.
there's
There's
more
more.
people.
There's more.
There's more
There's
people.
There's Chloe. There's
There's
Andy, there's
Mabel,
Mabel, and there's also there's Zoe. Don't forget Zoe. She's also part of the family.
What's that? What's she like saying? What did she say yesterday?
I'm
cleaning.
cleaning.
I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Welcome.
I like it, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Mara, you do YouTube, right? So quite some time ago.
So actually, during the lockdown, I had a YouTube page that I started. It was about motivational lessons. I was trying to motivate people during the lockdown.
Yeah.
But then, unfortunately, something happened to my YouTube account. But then I'm in the process of
getting it back.
Getting it back.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll get it back soon. And I'll be giving out lessons, the motivational lessons. And yeah, I really love doing it. You see, giving out lessons to others, motivating people. I think it's my thing. And I have to pray about it so that when I start, I won't stop.
Obviously, yeah.
Definitely.
And when you say you're artist, so like probably you should have a YouTube channel there on the side.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I mean my YouTube channel is still there. For those who want to go check it out, it's i.am.wayne. It's on YouTube. If you don't find it, it's not really that big. You can just click on, there's like 3 little lines, then you say channel, and then afterwards you'll find it there. But I have about, I think last time I checked, 123 subscribers since I started. I'm actually happy with the quality of editing I did, because it's that thing where I never got lessons on editing. Right? I just was
But you did it yourself.
You low-key did get from dad. You low-key did get some lessons from dad.
I mean, that was more just like switching a video. Like, guys, the heavy mixing that these guys do, I haven't gotten there yet. Hey,
I tried it once. Yo.
You'll be confused. What is this for?
Yeah.
What is
Just by
this for?
looking, just by looking at
chroma
something's
key.
going on.
Yeah, sharp.
Wait. So if someone wants to find you on Instagram, like what's your plan?
Yes, I forgot to mention that in the start. My Instagram is Wayne, WAYNE_NDH. That is my Instagram.
And what about
That
you,
is where
Mara?
you'll
You
find
didn't
My
plug
Instagram
yours.
is my Instagram is simple. Mara Manos. Yeah, my surname is Mano Mano.
Yeah.
So the shortcut of my surname is Manos. My name is Maranatha. Shortcut of my name is Mara. So I said Mara Manos. Just in short, yeah. Creative.
So what about you, Ryan? You probably do also have YouTube.
I did have.
Just like me. Yeah.
But it stopped because doing the editing was a lot. I was still really small. I was, how old was I? 13.
Just you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it was a lot of work to do. Recording was easy.
Are you saying you're small when you're dating?
It's early teenage stage, so like you're still small.
It's still small. But I had one. I'm thinking of going back to it.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy recording videos.
I think we should do a teamwork because I'm thinking of going back and you're thinking of going back, so we just
work together.
work together.
Let's
So
be together.
let's be together. Yeah. Let's be.
But I did have one. I wanna go back, and it was mostly about gaming.
Yeah.
Because that's my passion. It's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Playing girls' hats.
No,
Wait a minute.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's. I did have one, and my Instagram. I didn't mention that actually.
Plug yourself, yeah.
My Instagram is what is it?
Hey.
Are you forgetting your Instagram?
Oh, sorry. It's your boy _Ryan W.WW. That's my Instagram.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think for me, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I wanted to do it on singing because I sing a lot. So I spoke to Dad about it. He's like, yeah, sure, you can start, but do you have content? So now content was the issue. So I'm like, I never really started it, but like hopefully soon I'll have my own.
Most
I'm
definitely.
doing poetry and stuff. So, but my many of my things are on my Instagram, which is Clay. I think I plugged in earlier, did I?
Yeah.
Yes,
you did.
So if you didn't get it, just rewind. I don't want to take the shine, 'cause-
Take the shine.
Shine. The brightness.
yeah.
No, but you should shine. Yes, you should always shine. Even at the end, the
Beginning,
But
midway,
you know,
mid,
sometimes the
everywhere.
brighter the star, that means it's dying, man. So you have to know.
Hey.
Keep it level.
keep it level. Yeah, yeah.
There's levels.
There's levels of it. Yeah.
So we're gonna get into the deep stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
Let's get it.
as you
Deep
know,
stuff. Okay.
we're going through a pandemic, COVID-19. So like, how was it for you as a teenager during those times? Like, it's your first time living through a pandemic, like an actual pandemic. So like, how was it? Was it the pits?
I think let me start off.
Yeah, you can start.
Having matriculated last year, 2021, just as it was easing off, but I'd say the year before, 2020, grade 11, guys, it was hard, man.
Yeah, online school and stuff.
Hey, we didn't really have that many online classes for us. Not many Zoom classes, really. We mostly had that thing where on Google Classroom, you just get your work. If you do it, so you did it, handed it in, show the teacher, I did it sharp. That's about
And
it.
if you don't do it,
They won't know.
I mean,
I thought you were going to say you didn't do it.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
There's one subject I did not do a lot. I only touched
Who was
it.
your teacher?
It's Afrikaans. For those who know, you know.
Hey,
I don't know.
No, but man, I won't lie. It was just like it was a lot. But I got a lot of time to really chill at home,
Yeah.
and it gave me the freedom of having to do my work whenever I wanted. Really, but at the same time, that did come with consequences because if you didn't do it early,
You
later
fall
wanna-
behind.
Woo!
Yeah.
And once you got to school, some teachers did check, some didn't. But I mean, it was really rough, man. Just having to adapt to that.
To a
And
new
also-
lifestyle.
Yeah, and also with matric, finally getting there. Now you can't do certain things that you could do before when COVID wasn't there. So I mean, it was really interesting, but it did bring out a lot of stuff within me, like knowing how far I can really go. Because before COVID, it's that thing where you just be like, I just need to pass.
Yeah.
Now you're really sitting, you're like, hey, if I don't pass, man, there's a lot of things I'll lose out on. So yeah, it was really different for me.
Yeah, so what about you, Ryan? Like, how was it? Grade 7, it's not even you in grade 7, no,
Yeah.
in grade 9. Hey, it's been
Yeah.
years, hey.
I mean, it was very lonely. I mean,
But you had me, I'm your twin sister, so
I mean,
like,
yeah, I had the
Bro,
family.
you have a big family. What are you saying?
I mean,
You're lonely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big family, but I mean, in some aspects,
Yeah.
you feel, here I'm alone.
yeah.
But also, the family will bring you back.
Of
Say,
course, of course.
I have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
But I mean, COVID did bring the family together. I mean, sometimes, you'd go to school, say hi, and you're in the room the whole day. Nothing's going on.
At least when you're going to school, you get to meet other people besides your family. Yeah.
But now that it was locked down, I mean, the family came together.
Yeah, we got
We
closer.
connected.
Definitely.
connected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was rough. I mean, I didn't really like doing my work. To be honest. I didn't like doing my work.
Who likes homework?
But
Who created
No
it?
one likes homework.
No one.
yeah, but
For who?
but going back to school, it was. I mean, being on your phone, your sleep schedule is depleted.
Yeah.
Now
Guys, I
you're
feel
on
like-
your phone.
Sorry to cut in, but I feel like lockdown messed up a lot of kids' schedules,
A
man.
lot,
It did,
a
it
lot,
did,
a lot,
it
a lot.
did.
Oh,
Started sleeping at 10. Hey. You must
Sleeping at
start-
1 o'clock.
Hey, sleeping at 1. So, Mara, how was it for you?
For me, during the lockdown, that's when I started my YouTube account, right? So
Yeah.
it was more interesting because I was doing videos. But besides that, during the lockdown, I met one person that encouraged me to go through the lockdown,
Who's
right?
this person?
This
Like,
person
who-
is his
like
name is
him.
Ridley.
Shut up!
His name is shout out to Ridley, my boy. Shout out, yeah. His name is Ridley,
Yeah.
but we call him Rito. I call him Rito. Yeah, so he motivated me during the lockdown. So I knew him back then, but then we never had that connection that we had during the lockdown. Because
Yeah.
during the lockdown, we got to talk about our life, about our families, about everything. So we got close. So yeah, I think for me, it was interesting. And besides him, I got to be close to my family. I have 2 older brothers and 1 sister, and my mom, my dad. We used to do, because we couldn't go to church, remember? So we used to do those services at home.
Online,
Yeah, online services. So yeah,
Or
so
even a
it-
family Bible study.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I got to get close to my family. Yeah, and I think lockdown, it was good. Besides that, many people were dying.
Yeah,
and-
many people
And
were.
let me say this to you guys: if you're alive today, and you don't thank the Lord because you're alive today, I don't know what I don't know what I can say to you,
Yeah.
because
problem.
that was it was a sad moment.
It
And
was.
I always thank the Lord. You see, every time I wake up, thank you, Lord, because I'm alive.
for the life
For
that
the
I have.
life that I have, because so many people guys, I've lived 19 years on this earth.
And you're still alive till this day.
He's
So
still alive.
And someone might say, hey, I've
It's just
lived 25 years. I'm older than you. But
Yeah.
Let's
guys,
not forget the health part.
you see,
You know what I'm
you've
saying?
been out there. Yes, you got sick, flu here and there, but
But
you're still
still
alive. It
there.
wasn't nothing.
you're still there. So you should thank the
Critical.
Lord for the life that,
Life
you,
that you
have.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you're 25, even if you're 20.
If you're
Someone,
40,
if you're 15, someone never got to 14, my friend. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. So
even,
let's just
even 5.
even 5.
five.
Just imagine.
But
It's
yeah.
small town like this. You can hear a sad story. She passed away,
Yeah.
and you're still alive. So yeah, let's just thank the Lord that we're alive and we went through the lockdown. And yeah,
Amen. I think for me, lockdown, it was really growing spiritually, growing closer to God, and also I started my what's this workout journey. You know, trying to shed, You know, as I go through
Oh
life.
yes, summer booty.
we see.
But it was also the kids, you know. Obviously there were some sad moments. You lost some friends, you lost some family members, but there were also some joys of it. You got close with family, you know. Maybe you met people through Instagram or TikTok,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like
Because
that.
many people were on social media.
Yeah,
let's be
a
honest.
lot,
Yeah,
a lot.
you
A
wake
lot
up
of
your
people
Instagram.
There was
wake up
nothing
social
else
media.
really.
exactly.
Because you're at home. What else you gonna do?
But
can't go
you
out.
know what? Before you finish, let me just say this. I was so my data finished, right? So
Yeah.
so I was wondering when to get data. So but this one friend of mine told me this. Don't worry about people who are there. When you have people who are close, make the time with those people. Don't worry about data.
Yes.
Just unless you have
Yes.
someone to talk to, don't worry about data. Just so I ended up going 2 weeks without data, a month without data. So yeah, but then everyone was on social media
Hey, man,
during the
you
lockdown.
couldn't avoid
Everyone,
it.
you couldn't. Thank
You couldn't. So like when you said you write poetry, so like, how's that? You know, any shares on that? How's the journey been? Writing
Give
poetry.
tips for people who haven't done it yet.
Yeah, those ones who
Guys,
Who was
write.
starting?
Honestly, for poetry, I can never give tips. For me, I feel it's something that has to do with you, like what you really want to write and put down on paper, or wherever typing, whatever it may be. But I'd say my journey with poetry has been really interesting because number one, I've got to learn a lot of new concepts, words, whatever you want to call it. I've learned a lot, and for me, the type of poetry I write most of the time, it's like when I'm in a relaxed kind of mood. I'm thinking even sometimes when I start thinking too much, that's when I start writing just to get everything out of my
Get
head.
it out, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure many of y'all have seen my poetry. Some of it like gets you thinking, hey, Wayne, you okay, my guy?
It's deep stuff. It's
What were
deep.
you thinking? Because this thing is
This thing is deep. Yeah.
deep, man. You good. But no, poetry's been really interesting. I feel like it's one of my things that I use as a release. You know what I'm saying? It cools me down, makes me think, okay.
I think for me, since I also write poetry,
Yeah.
there's this one poem. It's called "I Am a Female, Not an Object." So this was inspired by one of my friends. I didn't want to write, so when that time there was gender-based violence in South Africa, and then there was COVID. So I'm like, okay, fine, let me write something about South Africa, you know. And I wrote it and I showed it to Dan. That's like, this is really good, you know. I can call some people I know and put on SABC. You know, I'm like, okay, that's
Oh, yeah,
cool.
I still remember the show. on
That
And
is
she
the
woke up at
famous
6
poem.
o'clock.
in the
woke up early,
morning.
guys. My mom was like, "Why you up so early?" I was like, "No, I need to watch this. Claire's going to be on SABC." Yeah.
And I remember recording like right here in the house, and I was so scared. I didn't know what to say.
Did you not set up the night before? Or was it set up that same day?
It was still the same day.
Same day, right?
Yeah,
I
the
kept
same
on
day.
I think I only
stuttering. There
came
were so
out.
many
I
bloopers.
came later because guys, I was tired when they tried waking me up.
But I woke up early. I called our cousin Matipa in America. You know, I called up my best friends. Like, guys, I'm on SABC, and I was watching myself. And I'm like, oh, that's me.
Is
You
that
know,
me?
like,
Really?
Is that me? And you know, when I tell people are like shocked, like, really, you were there? I'm like, yeah. You know, and I always thank God for it. Like, I got the opportunity to be on live TV. And it really does show how you feel inside. Poetry is like where you can express, like writing a letter to someone who can relate to it. You know, so poetry really is a strong way of
Universal.
communicating. It is universal.
Very.
Even Shakespeare was there writing, "Thou there'st sayest."
Yeah.
You
But
know.
yeah, no, man.
Okay, fine. Since there's poetry and stuff, so as a student, you have a subject English, and like it's a mandatory. If you don't pass it, you fail your grade. So how is it as being a student, like being a teenager, like just in general? How is it being a student? Because like it's tough. Even university people are there. Like this semester.
Nah, guys, hey, me, I'm getting a lot of messages from my friends because I took a gap year this year, right? So just to realize, because guys, my trick, man, yeah, my brain was tired. By the time I got to end of the year, I was like, did I really learn anything? Was I just there cramming and passing? But yeah, no. Whenever I check up with a lot of my friends, they're like, I am behind in work. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up. I'll call you tomorrow. Yeah, guys, it's not easy, man.
Hectic.
Especially for first years.
Oh yeah,
It's
first
hectic.
years.
If
Then.
it's your
Obviously,
first year, then it's
worse
hectic.
than-
Yeah. Man, how is it for
hectic.
you?
For me,
And like, how was it for you since even now you finished?
so for me it was alright, to be honest. But the funny thing is, if you ask me something about even account or physics, I used to do physics. If you ask me something right now, even a question, even a formula, I'll just look at you.
What are you saying about
What do you think?
What do you think? You see, because if you give me a question, I have to give me 1 week so that I can go to my books.
Read,
Then I can. Yeah, but for me it was really interesting, and the fact that I was homeschooled. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, actually, how was homeschooling?
how was it? I always wanted to.
But when did you start
Hey.
homeschooling?
So in Zimbabwe we have a system that's different from South Africa, right? So we don't call it grade if you're after
Is
grade
it
7.
like the Cambridge kind of? It's
Yeah,
the Cambridge system.
yeah, we call it form
Form
1.
one and
Yeah,
stuff,
so we
okay,
call it form 1,
okay.
form 2, form 2 up to like form 6. So for my form 1, I was at a boarding school. Yeah,
Alright.
it was interesting. Yeah.
Story.
Boarding school, guys. It's a story for another day. So form 1 was at a boarding school. Then the third term, after like third term I think, that's when I was homeschooled. So I was homeschooled because all of my brothers were homeschooled, and my teacher said I was naughty. So my brothers were like, hey, this guy, if you live in a boarding school. So homeschooling was, for me, it was the best. I used to wake up at 7 or at 8. Even if my lesson was at 8, I used to wake up at 8.
What is the earliest they woke you up for school?
Yeah, it was not 5 a.m. We're not there. It wasn't 5.
5, 4,
school.
3.
Like this is one time my teacher complained about waking up at the same time he's come. Like he used to come at 8, then I wake up at 8. So he told my dad about it. Then my dad used to wake me up at 5. Wake up at like what? 5? Guys.
Should be half awake, like
Yeah, but homeschooling was good. Just the fact that I was alone.
Yeah.
There were no friends, no someone to talk to, just you and your teacher. Hey, listen, this, that. But besides that, I really loved homeschooling. Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, how's it being a student? When I started high school, finished primary.
Hectic.
Hectic 9.
It was hectic.
In fact, how was your... Okay, this is for both of you. How was your guys' transition from primary, grade 7, to grade 8? Getting into high school.
I think for me, it wasn't... Since primary was like, it was very hectic, because it was finishing grade 7 and there was a lot of bullying and stuff like that. So like, it was a new environment. And I used to be a quiet person in class. You never hear me talking. But nowadays teachers are like, hey, you talk a lot, you're always yappa
in class.
I'm like, but transitioning was easy for me because I was just quiet. And then from grade 8 to 9, like that was now hectic because now the workload is more. And
Yeah, it's different from
it's
primary.
deeper.
From primary, you do about 5 subjects. How many?
No.
it's
Primary, 9.
9.
In primary?
Yeah, 9 subjects.
You have everything, but it's
Yeah,
not a
there's
lot of
9.
work.
What?
Yeah,
It's-
Guys, in Zimbabwe, they do like 4 subjects.
How?
5. They do like
Master-
Nah, but
English, math, content.
But then I think the way they compensate,
Yeah.
what I've seen a lot, even like this side, as you go up a grade, once you hit grade 10, you get to pick. Then you have 6
continue
subjects.
pick.
But with those 6 subjects, you
It's
be getting
deeper.
to work.
It's
You know what I'm
deeper.
saying?
No, yeah,
deeper.
even if you go to Form 1, like Form 1, Form 2, then if you're Form 3, then you get to pick the subjects because you can't do 12 subjects.
Yeah.
Because the work will become too much.
much.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Right now is it for you, right? Transitioning from grade 7 to 8.
There was a lot going on there.
What's going on here?
Hey, like going
Yeah,
from
'cause
round to
Lord.
slender. yeah.
But there was a lot happening. I mean, the work, in terms of work, it was a big difference.
Yeah.
Because in primary, I mean, I didn't do a lot of work.
You play around.
Yeah, but now being put into a smaller school where they focus on you.
Yeah.
I mean, now everything, you must start doing your work, you must start listening, you must see what's happening.
Study more. Yeah.
But I'd say it changed me a lot in terms of how I react to doing work. Because I mean, now I do more of my work than I do other things. But it's like that focus where I have to be focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
It was different. It was different for you.
it was
Of
very
course it
different.
was different.
It was very different.
Yeah.
I mean, and also I was also quiet in primary. I didn't talk much in terms of with everybody. But now being put into a smaller school where
Small
they focus on
environment.
you, now you get to interact with everyone. See
Guys,
who's who.
When I tell you, sorry to cut you off, man, but when we go pick this boy up at school,
Same parts the whole school, bro.
the whole day.
Let's go.
He'll see the car coming in, he'll still sit. And he's like, okay, now it's time to go. After, you're like, my boy, what's going on? Let's go.
Oh, say he pulls up post move.
Boss move. It's like, you let me greet my people first before I leave. If you don't, I'll fire you. And you can't do nothing because you have to
that's
wait.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
man. So, yeah.
So like all of us here at the table are teenagers, right? All different stages of teenage. Yeah. You guys are 19, us were 15. So like how is it being a teenager? Because we all know you're going into adulthood and leaving childhood. So there's that transition. You know, how is it?
Man, there's a lot to talk about on this one. But I'd say just to keep it short, teenagehood is very interesting.
Oh, it is.
And I'd say you need good mentors around you
Exactly,
or good
yeah.
role models. Which I'd say for me, one of my biggest role models I've really always looked at is my family. Especially my parents, to be specific. Because also there's times where even after, let's say, we complain or we fight with each other, I'd sit back and be like, hey, what do we look like in their shoes, man?
Right, and psychology. Psychology.
Hey!
The big man who hit you with psychology.
Psychology,
Even
my
if
guy.
It's your decision, but
even if you think you're smart, like wait, why do you want to
He'll
go?
sit you down, and he doesn't shout.
He does-
Very, very calm. Very
Very
calm.
quiet. It's
There's
Even if you're right, you're wrong somewhere. I'm like no, yes,
My
it's
friend,
me.
you sit there like the one that's like, Dad, can I go to an MD with a friend? Right? A friend's friend. We meet your friend. He's like, my boy. Guys, he listed down all the things. When I tell you, I came back to the room, I was like, hey.
even man was like, dude, this.
I still remember 2019. You want to go out for ice skating.
Ooh.
Then I don't know what happened, but he ended up talking to Dad. Then the last thing he said is like, if you guys wanna go.
go. But no, when you come back,
Inside, ish. If I go,
My
I
God.
will enjoy it, but when
But
I
then I come back.
Yeah, but by being a teenager is making your own decisions.
Hey man, yeah,
Really is.
yeah, and I really appreciate them for that. I mean, they've also kind of put you into that thing where it's like you be responsible for the choices you make.
choices.
I think for me, being a teenager, as you said, if you did not have good mentors,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to go sideways.
Yeah,
be lost.
yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
Because there's so many teenagers who are out there who are doing drugs, who are doing different stuff. But for
They're
us,
smoking and stuff like
you see,
that.
look-
Yeah.
for us, look at us. It's different from those teenagers. So it's because of the people who,
Mentor you.
yeah, exactly. So I think for me, my teenager, it was the best. Getting my license, guys. I got my license when I was 16. Imagine I was driving when I was 16. You see, so
Yeah, but I bet now you're tired of driving at times, and they send you.
you know,
It's just
when
that the boys are there, so it's.
It's a vibe. when you
I've,
with the
since I have
boys.
two older brothers,
Mm.
so when my dad sends the older one, it goes to the other one, then it goes to me. So you see, it's just stressful. But you know, when I got my license, it was interesting. Driving around, going around.
Oh, definitely, man.
Going to church driving. Guys, imagine going to church driving.
Who's that driving? Mara.
The ladies are like, ooh, look at Mara's driving.
Boys will be like, oh, Mara, you driving?
You see, yeah. So it was interesting. Yeah, my teenage.
Fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? You're still going through teenagehood, but like, how is it?
I'm still going through teenage years, guys. I mean, but it's a different thing from childhood.
Yeah, fact.
Because now there's different changes with your body, the people you're around with, having the choice. What Wayne was saying, having the choice to do, like what I've been told a lot is that you must have choices, and you must be careful of what you choose to do because it can affect you from
later
now
on
to adulthood. So,
actually, let me just say this. There's a saying that says choices make who you are.
it does.
So if you're choosing, be careful because after you choose, people will see. Like, oh, okay, this guy. All right. Yeah, so choices will make who you are. Just be careful when you choose.
Definitely.
Yeah. And for you, Claire, tell us.
it's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of emotions, trying to figure out how to deal with them, how to cope with them. And also like friendships, the
Man.
friendships is something because
Betrayal.
as a teenage,
Judas.
I sneak under grass.
There's so
Check
many.
stands.
Like, it's a lot of emotions. Also trying to get closer to your parents. Yes, you talk about mentorship.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your relationship with parents and stuff. I wasn't really that close to mommy. The first time I had a boyfriend, I kept it underneath. And then when they find out,
You had a what?
What did you talking about? Let's go.
Which one is this one?
let's call him.
no, but like when they found out, like they had to talk to me, like, do you actually know what you're doing? You don't really know what you're doing. You see, so
I think you were finished.
Enough for you. But like in general, it's a lot of emotions. But as the time comes to a close, now I got 2 more topics, So how did you come into the family? It's a long story, but like in summary,
How
it's
did
the
we?
relationship.
If we were talking about Mara, I was
the
about to say I
Mara?
was born into it.
You wanted to
The Mara.
She's talking about me.
Yeah.
I think I met you. This was 2003. Five.
Yeah, because we were about three, about
Yeah,
5.
three.
Yeah, 5. No, 5 somewhere there. 5.
Yeah. So I was friends with Wayne through camp. As in, every time I went to camp, I would look for that Mac, the silver one.
But I mean, also before that, I guess you could also mention our parents knew each other.
Oh yeah. Of course, our parents knew each other
So,
back then. So I think that's where the connection came from. So because of our parents, I could meet Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So after meeting Wayne, 2005, thereabout, then they didn't come for camp this other year. That year was hectic. I looked for the car, but then even my mom was like, just chill, they'll come. But then they never.
Hold up,
Yeah. But then
Heartbreak.
it was a heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
So from then, I don't know. Let me just say it was 2007. I don't know. Yeah. So from then, I never met Wayne, even the family, even you guys. You're still young, but then
we didn't know.
Yeah, but then, so there's this time that mom came, aunt, you guys, your mom, right? My mom too, but yeah, when she came to Zimbabwe with Big Man, then they got to meet my mom there. Then my mom came back and was like, I saw Wayne's mom and blah blah blah. I was like, what? Wayne?
Excited.
I was like, which one are you talking about? Which Wayne?
Oh, I think this is the time when mom and them came back also. They're like, no, we met Mara and them. They said they might be coming. And
So
I was like,
I actually asked for your mom's number. Then asked for your number. I didn't even know how you looked like. I was like, Wayne, can you send me your pictures? It was weird, but I was like, hey boy, please send me your pictures. I don't even know what you look like.
What, 2018, early 19?
Yeah, that was 2018, 19. Yeah. So then we talked. Then I came here for
December
2019.
I remember the first time you walked into the house. I'm like, who's this guy? I
In
knew
fact,
you were
no.
coming, but
The
who's
funny
this guy?
thing is, the way it happened is we went to Zim. Right? When we first
Oh
when
yeah,
I first got there, I
yeah,
came.
you came to Zim. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still remember. You came to Zim. I met you by village. I still remember. I was like, what? When?
Yeah,
And
I
I'm,
see.
I'm short.
Yeah, it
I was like,
This
what?
is after years.
But you know what's funny? People
Yeah.
say we look alike somehow. I still remember when we went to Mr. Price. I don't know what was.
They're like, are you guys brothers?
Are you guys brothers? I was
Huh?
like,
I mean, we relate, but
yeah,
not.
but we're friends.
Nah,
so,
man.
so yeah, that's how I came into the family. And when I came here 2019, I was so interested in this media thing.
Yeah.
So that when I went back, I was like, guys, no
Can
matter what you
come
say,
back?
no
I'm
ma-
going
I was telling
back.
my dad, no matter what you say to me, to my mom,
I'm going.
I'm going back. So
Somewhere,
yeah,
somehow.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I just thank the Lord
Very
so
much,
that
yeah.
I met you guys. It's interesting
That's so
family. I tell
grateful
you.
we know you. You're always making
Let-
us jokes. Hey.
Let me tell the viewers out there, guys. This family is an interesting family. To tell you, you're always laughing.
The
connection.
The connection that's in the family, guys. Yeah, so-
Different, man. It's
and
different.
one thing I always pray for you guys.
Amen.
Blessings upon blessings
Amen,
from the
amen.
Lord. Yeah.
We receive
Blessings.
Yes.
Blessings. Yeah.
blessings. Well, guys, this is a great talk. But like, since we've talked about so many things, right? Like, what's the one word of not one word, but like a word of motivation to the viewers out there? Like, if someone's going through a hard time, what do you want to say to them? Try to get their spirits up, because we've been laughing here.
Yeah,
We've been
yeah.
high spirits, but like someone out there is going through something. So, what's your word of inspiration?
I'd say a word of inspiration from me, since I've dealt, I wouldn't say with a lot of people who are really sad and hurt inside, but for me, how it helped me get out of sadness is I'll talk to someone,
Yeah,
make sure I talk to someone
yeah.
and take it out of me instead of keeping it inside.
Keep
When
venting.
when you keep it in, you're venting, how they say it now. You're keeping it inside.
Because if you keep it inside, it will eat you.
It will eat you inside.
Definitely inside
It will
out.
eat you inside.
Yeah.
So I would, for someone who's, let's say, sad, I would talk to someone who you trust, especially someone who you trust.
And you have a twin sister, I think. That's
I have a whole family I can trust. So I can tell anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell someone that you trust and someone who you respect also.
So, Mara, what's your word of motivation for those out there, the viewers?
To the viewers who are out there who are watching this, I just want to tell you to make the best out of anything. You might have money, you might not have money, you might have a good car, you might be walking. Just make the best out of anything. Because if you do make the best out of anything, you won't be, even if you're sad, trust, again, you're sad, but you're making the best out of the sadness. It won't hit you that hard. So just make the best out of anything. You're in school, you're not in school, you're just out there. Just make the best out of anything, guys. Yeah, I think that's what I can say to the viewers. Yeah.
What about you? What's your word of the artist?
Hey, man. There's a lot I could say. But I'd say the one that's really been on my mind recently, which is said by my dad, big man, is when you want to do something in life, whether you think it's going to fail or not, because you won't know for sure until you do it.
Yeah.
You start it, and then finally when you get your result, if it failed, say sorry to those who were like, don't do it. If it doesn't, carry on and put all your effort you can into it. Because sometimes the things you think about, like they say, if you're scared of what you're dreaming about, or if your vision is something that makes you fear, then it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real, because fear drives us. So if you want to start something, start it and don't end. You know what I'm saying? Keep going no matter what happens. Something, fill the space.
You still remember the saying that I told you that I wrote about mistake? You still remember? I don't really remember word by word, but then it was saying something that if you don't try, if you don't try it, right, you won't know it's a mistake.
Yeah.
So if you want to know it's a mistake, you should do it. And then if it's a mistake, you look back and say, yes, it's a mistake.
But also,
But I
if
still
you,
did it.
But I still did it, yeah.
if
yeah.
you are warned, just don't do it. If you are warned, just don't do it.
Yeah,
You're
warning,
warned,
yeah.
I think for me, my word of inspiration to those out there if you have something you're going through, take it to God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take it to God, because He says, all those who are heavy laden, bring it unto me. You know, and if you're healing from something, learn to let it go. Because if you hold on to it, you won't really heal. You won't heal from it. You know, and obviously we've all been through some things, but you learn to let it go and learn to bring your burdens to God and your heartaches to God. You know, because God solves everything. He's your Father, after all. So even Jesus, before He went into the cross, He knelt down and prayed and said, Lord, if it's possible, take this cup away from me.
Yes,
But if
yes,
not,
yes.
then I'll go with your will. So that's my word of inspiration. Take things to God and learn to let go. So guys, this was an amazing session, hey?
Yeah,
It
it
really
was.
was.
First one,
So
the best. I don't know.
we'll see.
But there's still more to come.
There's still more to come, yeah.
Lots.
But yeah, thank you guys for this.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is your host Claire signing off. I don't know if you guys want to say bye or anything. Catch you later.
Catch you later. Bye.
Famous words. I'll see you in future.
I'll see you in the future.
Yeah.